Okay, we've got here translations, okay? Now, let's have a look at the question. It says translate the triangle, and we've got this here, okay? This sort of column vector, okay? It doesn't matter what it's called, you'll recognize what it looks like, okay? That's the main thing. And in the exam, you might see something like this, all right? It's really simple. Translate is the easiest transformation, because at the end of the day, with this, you're not going to reflect it, you're not going to rotate it, and it's not going to be enlarged. This shape is simply going to be moved, okay? That's what translate means, just to move it. And when you move it, it will look exactly the same as this, but in a different location. Now, when it comes to this, quite simply, the top number tells you the x, the change in the x direction, okay? So the top number tells you how many you need to move across. The bottom number tells you how many you need to move in the y direction, okay? So how many you need to move up or down. Now in this case, because it's -3, right, so we move across first. Because it's -3, we need to move it obviously backwards 3. And then because it's like +2, right, there's nothing there, there's no sign there, so that means it's +2. Well, then you need to move it up 2. Now the simple way of doing this is to focus on the corner points of the shape, right, all of the corner points. Okay, if we move the corner points, then we've got our shape. Let's move this corner point first. So we need to move it -3. So we need to go back 3. So we go 1, 2, 3 whole squares. But then it says, what does it say? 2. So then the bottom number then tells you we've got to move up 2. So we'll go up 2. So we'll end up there. Okay. So that's that point. That corner point there is moved across 3, up 2. The same with this corner point here. We move that back 3 and then up 2. So it goes there. And then the same with this one. We move back 3, up 2, so we end up there. Now you can see the corner points of my shape. I just need to get my ruler. Don't forget, you need to be using a pencil, right? I'm using a pen for the video. And you've got your shape. Now remember what I said, it'll look exactly the same, just in a different place. So we've translated it. In the second question, it says, describe fully the transformation that transforms triangle ABC into triangle PQR. Now in this case here, remember that, they're asking for the transformation. Now transformation could be anything. It could be an enlargement, it could be a rotation, it could be a reflection, okay? Or it could be a translation. I'm just going to look at what's happened here. This isn't a reflection. No means is that a reflection. Okay, it isn't an enlargement because it hasn't been enlarged. It's the same size and it hasn't been rotated. In fact, if you look at it, okay, the shape ABC here has simply been shifted. It's been shifted, isn't it, across? Okay, so what I would do, okay, to describe what's going on here, obviously because it's been shifted, we need to say it's been translated. Okay, that's the technical term for it. So you need to write that down. It's been translated. And to work out what it's been translated by, well, to get from A, B, C to PQR, A has moved across what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So it's moved back 7 and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and down 6. So we can say back 7 and then down 6. Okay, so there's our column vector there. I can illustrate that if you want. You can use a ruler, okay? So you can show exactly, you can do this in the exam. Okay, A has gone to P, so if you notice A has gone back there 7, and then it's gone down 6, -6. So when it comes to your vector, your top number tells you how many you move across, your bottom number tells you how many you move down.